Welcome back to Carson Tate's video log. I'm standing here on a farm, kind of in a farm. I'm in front of BSB headquarters with brand new BSB author, Missouri Vaun. Hey, Missouri.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm good.
So, we've been enjoying a writer's retreat up here, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Have you been having fun?
I have been. Man, I'm like ready to move to New York State. It's gorgeous here.
I know. I've already squatted the room in the main house, so you're gonna have
I want the sun porch right there with the screened in. I like that.
Okay. Well, as long as you don't, upstairs is all mine. So we're all moving here and forming a cult, and so to get
But don't be afraid.
Yeah. To get in the cult, you have to write a book. So you've written a book, right?
Yep.
Two,
actually, yes.
Okay. So tell us about the first one.
So the first book comes out in May of next year, 2015, and it's set 150 years in the future, and it's post-apocalyptic, but it's not a depressing post-apocalyptic. It's a happy
post-apocalyptic.
Yeah, because we've survived sort of the meltdown of peak oil, and we've sort of returned to a 19th century existence. And this is about two women from very divergent upbringings who fall in love with each other. So it's like a culture clash, a clash of classes, and anyway.
Survivalist?
There's a small amount of survivalist stuff, so there's some action in there. There's some shit goes down that's not so good.
Running water?
No running water.
Okay, these are important things.
Yeah, like, no running water, no grocery stores, no, I mean, if you think about what would life be like without oil. I mean, things that would go away would be refrigeration, electricity. So I actually had to kind of channel my great-grandparents and being at their old farmhouse and what that was like and how they used to do things and using a pump and having an outhouse and all that kind of stuff.
Awesome. So how long ago did you write this book?
I think about 6 months ago now. And then I researched who I wanted to send it to, and I was actually telling somebody earlier, the thing that really appealed to me about Bold Strokes was that the woman who started the company, Radcliffe, seemed to have created this incredibly supportive sort of sisterhood of writers.
You haven't been hazed yet. Is that the deal?
So far, everybody's been really nice to me.
We're just kind of luring you in.
Anyway, that was how it started.
So you got another book.
Yeah.
That you're writing, or you have written, or?
I'm almost finished with it.
So 6 months ago you wrote a book, and now you're almost finished with another book.
I know, and I have a third one that's pretty far along. Well, see, what happened was, it was always a trilogy from the very beginning, kind of. So I had sort of not a formal nerdy outline, but sort of a rough outline of how the story would go. And so then I just started writing. The second book is actually a prequel to the first book, though.
So that'll be very interesting. I like when you get like backstory after the fact. It's kind of fun because I like to be like dropped into something and then find out later what the behind the scenes, the backstory is. So that'll be fun.
Yeah, because what happened was I had a friend of mine, a very honest friend, it's always good to have honest friends, read the story, and then I said, okay, what didn't I do that you would have liked to have seen in this story? And she said, two of the characters in the first book that are like in their 50s, she's like, I really would like to know how they got together. How did they get together, and how did they get to where they are? And so that's the prequel that's in the second book.
So this is why I really don't like you. And
let's just be upfront about it.
And I'm actually kidding. The reason I really don't like you is that you're not just sitting around cranking out these books. You have like other things you do. Like I'm gonna out you. I'm sorry.
I'm ready.
Okay. So you're Paige Braddock. You're Jane's World. So you write graphic novels.
Yep. Which
is insane. Because I can't imagine how much time it takes to do graphic novels. And Jane's World has been out forever.
Yeah, since like 2000. Yeah, 2001.
That's a very long time.
Yeah.
So you just published volume 11, is that correct?
Yep.
And it's awesome. Funny.
Oh, thank you.
Hilarious. I love Jane and her adventures and donuts.
Yeah.
So you're going to keep working on Jane's World?
I am. I think if you settle on some characters, good characters are sort of a gift.
Yeah.
And I've been with these characters for like 10 years now, so they're like real to me. If I don't spend time with them every week or so, then I miss them. I get lonely for them. So even when I'm not actively writing, I'm like sketching them or doing them in little scenarios or whatever. But it's been fun to actually write a long-form narrative because it takes so long. It's interesting. I was talking to somebody else about this, about how the two skill sets are they're different, but sometimes the same. Like there's cheats when you're doing a graphic novel because I don't have to explain how somebody feels because I can show it. So I actually have to spell that out if I'm going to write.
Right.
Literally spell it out if I'm going to write it in a book. But it's been a fun challenge.
So I love that you merge your amazing drawing skill with storytelling. And you drew a picture of Luca Bennett, my character, for me, which was the coolest thing ever. I'm getting that framed along with the covers because it was just, like I can kind of think about what a character should look like, but it's hard to get a picture in your head that's exact, and that picture was just awesome. Perfect.
Thank you. It is really fun to draw, bring characters you really like. I really like your Luca character, bring her to life. See what would she be like, what kind of attitude does she have, how does she dress, what kind of boots does she wear.
So do you draw your characters before you write about them, or did this kind of come along together?
I think I have a visual image of them in my head. Somebody was asking me, I can't remember who it was, somebody was asking me about writing process, and I said I don't actually write notes or write things down. I start to visualize scenes in my head like a movie set.
Right.
And then I go sit down and write what I see in my head down, and that's probably the visual part coming first.
Yeah.
Instead of the other way around. But
So what's the title of your first book?
All Things Rise.
All Things Rise. I love that. And it's going to come out in May.
In May, yep.
That's exciting.
I'm over the moon excited.
And you just had a page, Jane's World come out.
Yeah.
This summer.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you're prolific for sure. I'm just going to rub you for good luck. Well, thank you, Paige Braddock, a.k.a. Missouri Vaun.
It's been so fun to meet. I'm a huge fan of this one right here.
I'll give you your $1 later. So we'll look forward to All Things Rise in next May.
Yeah.
Okay, this is Carson Tate's video log with Missouri Vaun signing out.